Good afternoon, everybody. It's Mitch with SC Weather here with an update. It's looking like we have some tropical activity that may develop later this weekend off the coast. National Weather Service giving it a 50% chance of some kind of tropical cyclone developing. Even if it does develop, guys, I can tell you right at the dot, I do not think it's going to be anything significant. I think it may become a depression. Which, you got the tropical wave, depression, storm, then hurricane, then it goes up in categories. So, it does look like something is going to develop. One thing that it does look for sure is it's going to stay off the coast. And here's another image. This is the European model, and it's looking like European model actually has a little bit closer to the coast than the GFS, the latest two models right now, but you can see it spiraling off. You can see the circulation, and you can just tell that it's a tropical cyclone. And it's obvious that it looks like the steering currents are going to steer it off the coast, and is not going to keep it plowing into the coast or anything like that. But these are the European EPS, basically the ensembles predicting pretty decent chance of it developing into a tropical depression, a little under 50%, but in the grand scheme of things, that is pretty high considering all things, and which pretty much leads me to believe that this is probably going to at least be a tropical depression out there. It's probably going to develop off the coast and stir up them rip currents and get them waves rocking, probably for folks who head on to the beach this weekend in what looks to be our first really, really warm to hot weekend of the spring or summer. Always consider summer here starting in May. So that last one was the GFS, basically showing a lot more further off the coast than the European. But this basically is temp anomalies. We've talked about this before, guys. This is temperatures compared to average for this time of the year. We have what you call a southeast ridge building, which is basically what is going to push this tropical system out to sea and keep it from not impacting the coast directly, and not even getting close enough to really give us any precipitation, any kind of rainfall, or really even pick up the winds at all. So you have nothing to really worry about as far as that, unless some kind of drastic change occurs. But one other huge thing to talk about is the lack of rain that we are not going to have. The lack of rain we're going to have. So over the next 10 days, this is the European model, basically for the next 7 to 10 days, just showing hardly nothing. And you can tell how it's going around us. You can tell all the activity off the coast, because that's in the tropical system, and out to our west where it's riding the jet stream, just nothing. And this is closer up to our state for the European. Goes out to 240 hours out, which is about May 22nd or so. Just trace amounts of rain for the state, basically. And this is just not going to drive well with the hot temperatures. And it's all because of that southeast ridge. You don't get much storm development. You hardly get any pop-up storms. You just get hot, stagnant air with not much winds at all. And this is the most alarming thing, even though it's not probably going to be super accurate. As this is the GFS model, 384 hours out. Doesn't even show anywhere in the state getting half an inch of rain, even a quarter inch of rain through 2 weeks out. So, that's something that we need to watch, because drought conditions may develop over the next couple weeks, depending on how hot it is and just the areas who did not get rain from the storms last week. But, here's another image that was shown previously in the video, and, it just shows it out there just chilling off the coast. Looks to be harmless. Just if you go to the beach this weekend, the rip currents, there's probably going to be some yellow flags out there, however that beach works. But so just something to talk about. This, as far as storms and severe weather, doesn't look very active, but that's all I got, guys. I'll keep y'all updated on this. Y'all have an awesome evening.